Welcome back, Legend Finance. Picture this, a serene, carefree life with your graying hair gently blowing in the breeze, your laughter lines reflecting years of joy, and you savoring every moment of life beyond the ripe old age of 60. Yes, my friends, we are talking about retirement. But don't worry, we understand that the dream of retirement varies from person to person. Some prefer to start their golden years early, while others might need a little more time to make sure their finances are ready for the plunge. So why the retirement talk, you ask? Well, because today's video is going to introduce you to an exciting, game-changing financial strategy, the 3-bucket strategy. We know that deep down, most of you harbor a secret desire to retire early and live the good life, right? The 3-bucket strategy might just be the key to unlocking a foolproof plan that ensures you can rest easy, knowing your savings are safe and sound. And really, who wouldn't want that? Now, imagine 3 metaphorical buckets, each one designed to hold your hard-earned money. These buckets represent the unique way the 3 buckets strategy helps you to divide and conquer your finances. And while we're not suggesting you take this literally and start filing actual containers with cash, the concept is still pretty cool, right? But wait, before we plunge headfirst into the world of the bucket strategy, there's one essential task you need to complete to ensure the method's effectiveness: calculating your annual expenses. This includes everything from utility bills, rent or mortgage payments, tuition fees and car maintenance, to food budgets, leisure activities, and any other significant expenditures. If you're not sure where to start, don't sweat it. There are plenty of free, pre-made expense trackers available that can help you get a grip on your spending habits. Not only will this give you a better idea of the average amounts you will need to factor into your bucket strategy calculations, but it also offers an opportunity to reflect on your current spending habits and make improvements if necessary. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride into the world of the 3-bucket strategy. So what tantalizing treasures will the first bucket hold? The first bucket brimming with money you can spend in the near future, say within the next 2 to 5 years. This marvelous bucket will be your go-to source for immediate or easily accessible spending. Remember when we talked about calculating your annual expenses? Well, now it's time to multiply that figure by the number of short-term years you plan to save for in this glorious first bucket. The funds that fill this bucket should be immune to market volatility, securely stashed away, and ready for use whenever you need them. But you might be asking, how do I keep this magical bucket topped up? Fear not, my friends. That's where the 2 other buckets swoop in to save the day, replenishing your first bucket with their interest and dividend offerings. Let's explore how this all works. Introducing the second bucket, the home money you will use during the middle stages of your life, somewhere between 5 and 10 years from now. We'll call this one the conservation bucket, a financial superhero that swoops in to protect your nest egg. This bucket fills up with cash generated from assets like real estate funds, long-term bonds, and credit default swaps. Think of the second bucket as the safe haven of your retirement fund, a place where risks are low but interest earnings are bountiful enough to refill your first bucket. Before we delve into the mysteries of the third bucket, tell us, do you think the bucket strategy will work for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And now the grand finale, the third bucket. You know what they say, money invested early can multiply like rabbits over time. But of course, that depends on the whims of the market and the ever-present specter of inflation. Enter the third bucket, the realm of high-risk investments with the potential for massive returns. We say potential because, let's face it, there are no guarantees in the world of finance. If only there were. The third bucket's mission is to grow your wealth while you spend from the first bucket and safeguard the second. So what daring assets can you include in the third bucket? Think cryptocurrency, individual stocks, private equity, and other high-stakes investments with the potential to yield incredible profits over the next 10 to 15 years. This is why the third bucket is sometimes called the long-term bucket. But always remember, with the great investments come even greater risk and potential losses when stocks tumble. So buckle up and hold on tight as you embark on the thrilling journey of the 3 buckets strategy. Does any of this feel like you're swimming in a sea of financial jargon? Fear not, dear viewer, for we are about to bring the bucket strategy to life with a vivid, easy-to-follow example. Meet Jane Doe, a vibrant 65-year-old ready to embark on the 3 bucket strategy adventure with her initial balance of $600,000. Her annual expenses average a cool $25,000. For her first bucket, she's thinking short-term, 3 years to be precise, meaning her first bucket should be brimming with $25,000 times 3, which is a grand total of $75,000. Now, let's break down her remaining balance. $600,000 minus $75,000 is equals to $525,000. Splitting what's left, $525,000 divided by 2 is equals to $262,500. The middle term bucket scoops up $262,500, and the long term bucket gets the other $262,500. These amounts then become their initial balances, ready to be invested according to this strategy. So what does this mean for intrepid Jane? She's got a whopping $75,000 at her disposal for the next 3 thrilling years, while her middle bucket invests in moderate risk ventures, with returns set to roll in within the next 5 to 7 years. Meanwhile, her long-term bucket, the financial daredevil that it is, prepares to refill the first bucket with its returns, all the while growing steadily for the next exhilarating decade or so. With this vibrant example in mind, you too can conquer the bucket strategy and set sail on your own journey toward financial freedom and a blissful retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round as we delve into the captivating world of pros, cons, and factors to consider when embarking on the thrilling journey of the 3 bucket strategy. Here are the marvelous pros. First, a protective shield for the short-term bucket. This gem of a benefit might just be the deal sealer, as it gives you the ultimate treasure during retirement, peace of mind. There is nothing quite like knowing your needs are covered by a constantly refilled first bucket, fueled by other income streams that rely solely on the gains you have accumulated through your savvy investing. Second, a never-ending wellspring of funds. The strategy can offer you a steady flow of cash, provided you don't drain the first bucket before the other longer-term buckets even have a chance to generate their bountiful returns. And third, the best of both worlds. The 3 bucket strategy gracefully balances risk and reward, like a tightrope walker high above the financial circus below. But alas, there are cons. The first one is a reality check for your spending habits and lifestyle. Let's be honest, the success of the 3 bucket strategy in providing a safety net and relaxed retirement hinges on that crucial first step, budgeting your spending. You might concoct a masterful investment plan for the middle and long-term buckets, only to discover that your funds are stretched thin. By the time this dawns on you, it might be too late. So dear friends, don't let your head float in the clouds as you craft your retirement portfolio with the 3 bucket strategy. Second is, not for the faint of heart. Managing one's savings account can be a Herculean task. Now imagine juggling 3 independent buckets. The bucket strategy may demand a fair share of attention, and rightly so after all, this is where you'll be staking your financial future. And third is constant vigilance with risk tolerance. Ensure your long-term bucket's income stream aligns with your risk tolerance. Don't be seduced by sky-high returns from super risky investments that promise to effortlessly refill the short-term bucket. Ask yourself, Can your retirement funds bounce back if the worst happens and you receive a mere fraction of the returns you anticipated? Your mental preparedness is key here. Don't stress. Plan methodically and confidently. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the pros, cons, and considerations for the 3-bucket strategy. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first encountered the 3-bucket strategy, I couldn't help but wonder, why buckets? Perhaps it's because they so effortlessly capture the essence of containing and managing money. And you, dear viewer, what questions do you have in mind? Of course, the vast universe of retirement strategies is brimming with other options, but the 3-bucket strategy stands out with its elegant simplicity. The true challenge lies in being clever and disciplined enough to harness its mighty potential. And with that, our exhilarating journey through the world of the 3-bucket strategy comes to an end. Thank you, esteemed viewers, for joining us on this thrilling ride with Legend Finance. If this video tickled your fancy, please grace us with a thumbs up, tap that notification bell like you mean it, and follow our channel for a front row seat to more of our fantastic financial forays. Until we meet again, dear friends, may your buckets overflow with prosperity and peace of mind. Farewell, and we'll see you in the next video.